Diabetes is a devastating illness. If it doesn't take your life, it will take your life away. But if you take action early, you may be able to control or even prevent this disease. Fighting diabetes starts with you. I'm Dr. Freda Lewis-Hall, Chief Medical Officer of Pfizer, and I'm here with Kevin Frazier. Kevin, your family has been ravaged by diabetes.
Yeah.
Tell me how it's affected your father.
He first realized he had diabetes after he got sick, and during a surgery they looked and they said, wow, you're diabetic. It's something that has affected my family, and it affects a lot of people out there in this country, and a lot that don't know they have diabetes.
There are 7 million people, we think, in this country who are walking around and don't know that they have diabetes. And they find out in the worst of ways. I had an uncle who discovered this when his kidneys started to fail. I've lost several aunts and uncles to stroke, very, very serious strokes. So what I tell people in my family that I know are at risk for this is stopping this epidemic is going to be up to you. One person at a time, one choice at a time.
I think that's a great point, because I swear to you, I sat down and ate half a sweet potato pie right in front of my father, and he wanted to kill me. I could tell. I could see the gleam in his eyes. I was like, I want that sweet potato pie so bad.
One of the important ways that people learn to change their behavior and manage their diabetes better is to have someone help them come up with alternatives. So what is a snack alternative or a meal alternative that he likes that works for him?
But what happens? Do you just wake up one day and you have diabetes?
No, I think that's really one of the challenges for people. This is a slow disease to develop. Studies have shown, in fact, that the process may last like 10 years before someone is diagnosed with diabetes. So you just don't go to bed one night without diabetes and wake up the next morning with it.
Right.
It develops over time.
What is the age where we should all be really like looking at diabetes or thinking about diabetes?
The day you were born. The day you were born. And here's why I say that, because the ravages of diabetes are occurring earlier and earlier and earlier. So where type 2 diabetes was usually thought of as a disease of aging, what we've discovered over the last decade or so is that diabetes is beginning to affect people earlier and earlier and earlier.
Does this affect, one race or sex more than others?
Well, diabetes is in some ways an equal opportunity illness, and that no one gets spared, right? But having said that, some people are at greater risk. Latinos and African Americans are at significantly greater risk, and also are at greater risk for the consequences of diabetes if untreated.
Wow, but as an African American, I need to watch out. I need to really focus in on what I'm doing.
What you're talking about needing is a full, balanced, nutritional kind of platform. You want to make sure that you're getting a combination of good nutritional meals every day.
It's interesting you say that, because I don't think people think about that future and that cost when you're stopping at the fast food place in the drive-thru and you get that sugary soda, or you're having that burger or other things that really aren't healthy for you, but you're just like, it's fast, it's quick, it's easy, and I can give my kid a happy meal and they're happy.
I had a patient many years ago who she had just had her second amputation. She was sitting there in her wheelchair, and she looked up at me and she said, they told me it was a touch of sugar, but it was a heavy touch. This is a disease that has big cost unless you really take the time to manage it well.
And we see people with very hectic schedules managing diabetes. One of the Jonas Brothers, Halle Berry. There are lots of stars who deal with the whole diabetic thing, but they can manage your lifestyle. So if you manage it, you can still live a full and healthy life, right?
Absolutely. And that's really the key, is all about taking control of it and managing it. Remember, much of managing diabetes has to do with behaviors, and small things go a long way in behavior change that allows you to live a long and healthy life.